So everyone on planet Earth has probably already made a video on this, but I still want to give my opinion and inform anybody who's wondering on my channel. So basically, Kaprizov signed a $17 million deal just, I think it was yesterday or a day or so ago. And I have thoughts on it. It's an interesting one. $17 million. That's $3 million more than the last contract Drysdale's at $14 million. He is making more money in his $17 million deal than Ovechkin did in his 13-year deal. Like, that's a crazy. And not only that, like, let me just fire off some statistics for you. It's the most expensive contract in NHL history. Okay, whatever. That happens. Austin Matthews had the most expensive contract in NHL history. It's whatever. Actually, he didn't, but anyway, he had the highest AAV in NHL. But anyway, I'm just trying to make the point that that's not that crazy. Most by total dollars. That's kind of crazy. Ovechkin had a 13-year deal. That was a while ago, sure, but still, that's a lot of money for 8 years compared to Ovechkin's 13-year deal. And then this was 16.35% of the total cap. McDavid, when he signed his contract, signed for 15.72% of the cap. Kaprizov is basically saying that he's has higher potential than McDavid did. That's what he's saying by signing this contract. Because McDavid's contract was a great contract and it was worth it. For the middle years, it was exactly what we would expect to give a superstar as good as him. And these recent years, it's been good for us, for the team. It's been a great price. Kaprizov won $17 million. Like, that contract is okay for 3 years. And then the rest, it's like, it's still, and that's expecting him to be McDavid. He's not going to be McDavid. He gets injury prone. He's had one 100-point season. Like, this guy is worth maybe $13 million. He's being paid 17 million. I get it. It's 8-year deal and the term's gonna look better later, but if he keeps getting injured and doesn't have another 100-point season, let's say he goes the rest of his career and doesn't have over 100 points in a season again, which I don't actually think will happen if he stays healthy, but that's if he stays healthy. Anyway, I'm getting off track, but if that happens, this could be one of the worst contracts in the entire NHL. He's super smart, and there's that superstar tax that I'm going to get into, but I really think that this is a tough contract to give if you're Minnesota Wild. Sure, you have to pay your superstars, and that's kind of the thing. The superstar tax changes how you deal with players. Like, is he worth two Sidney Crosbys? No, he's not worth two Sidney Crosbys. Barely, like, he's better than one, yes, but he's not worth two Sidney Crosby. So why would you pay him $17 million, right? It's because he's a superstar, and there's superstar taxes that come involved with this. Mitch Marner, he left for nothing. That hurt Toronto so much more than you could ever think. Like, that hurts them a lot. So the fact that Kaprizov had to get this huge tax for their superstar, this huge superstar tax. It had to be done. Let's be honest, it had to be done, but it's a sucky situation for Minnesota, that's for sure. Will this affect McDavid's contract? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it will. McDavid's contract, I think, is almost done anyway for some reason, I think, because I've been seeing reports of like it's going to be lower than what you expect, from people and whatnot in the industry. So for some reason, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's like close to done or is like done but hasn't been announced yet kind of thing. But if that's not the case, if Kaprizov's worth 17 million, McDavid's worth 20, okay? He's not worth 17 million. And McDavid, she's the best player in the NHL. Nobody's worth 20 million. I can't, you can't give $20 million to one player. So it's tough, especially with Draisaitl on your team. You can't give $20 million to a player. I'm an Oiler fan. I love McDavid. You can't give $20 million to a player. You just can't. So this is a tough situation. As an Oiler fan, I'm very scared. But yeah, no, I don't think it'll affect contract directly. I'm hoping it won't, but could be tough. Tough look for the Oilers if McDavid signs for less than Minnesota Wild's star Kirill Kaprizov. All right, so that was just kind of a rant, but yeah, biggest contract in NHL history just happened. That's those are my thoughts on it. As you can see, I'm wearing a Habs jersey. I'm an Oilers fan, but I'm wearing the Habs jersey because somebody commented and they said that there's a Habs fan apparently in my kind of audience. So I decided to wear it. If you guys want me to wear your jersey, comment down below and I'll wear it. I'll put it on. I've got a ton behind me. Except unless you're like a Flames fan or a Vegas fan. I hate both of those too much. I would never wear either of those. But any other one, I'll wear. Actually, I wouldn't buy a jersey either. So if you're like not one of the ones I have, then I also won't wear your jersey. But I have quite a few. I'm not gonna list them all, but yeah, just comment and I'll do the closest thing to it. Or if you have it. Yeah. But anyway, go Habs and go Oilers.